Hello everybody, Russian Batman back with another video, and today, I actually I haven't done one of these in a while, another original, figure showcase, where it's just kind of like random, original, custom minifigures I just kind of, decide to make because I feel like it. So, yeah, the first one I started off was just kind of sorry about that. It's a modified version of another original figure, which I think I did show off a while ago. But I think this newer kind of version, I changed out the headpiece, I changed out a few things. The basic kind of concept's the same. But I do think it looks just a lot cooler like this. So here's the first figure. And yeah, and before, so like I said, this is a little shark warrior guy. I really like this. Before it was just the armor. And then, I don't know, I had some like random head and hair piece. But then I had this I had the shark piece, and I was like chopping up the bottom part of the shark. This is the Ninjago Shark for a different figure. And at the top, I'm like, what should I do with this? I'm like, I could put on this guy. And it looks really cool. I really like how that looks with that bottom jaw and whatnot. But yeah, I also gave him a hammer. So he does have a hammer. And he's also slightly taller than most minifigures. He has... he just has like a stud taller on his legs, and it looks a lot cleaner than it did back then. But yeah, I glued a stud to the bottom of the foot, and then I just kind of like sanded the other foot away. Yes, you can see there it is. I'm trying to get a good example of a regular minifigure for y'all. You guys can see this. But yeah, so like, the leg is significantly. It's like it's a tile shorter, it's taller, but still, I like it. And yeah, but the rest of it's basically the same as it was before, just with this giant hammer and a new kind of face. There's my like shark warrior guy. Another one who kind of fits a little bit in line with the shark warrior guy. It's this guy. Right. Boom. This guy. I'm also really happy how this guy turned out. I don't know. That was mainly inspired by the torso, which is the the Dark Trooper torso. And yeah, you can see here. I gave him this big sci-fi gun. But if I remove it, so you can see kind of more of the details, you can see the figure a bit more. And I also wanted to use that kind of the golden Bucky Arm, not as like a mechanical arm, but as you could interpret it that way. But imagine it more as just armor. And this half of the arm just has less for some reason. I don't know why. I just think it looks cool. But yeah, so I gave that side some armor. And then I used this. I really like this face. I've used this face for a classic Doom guy before. It came from Nexonites. It's a very... I just like it. I like the expression. I like the face. And I decided to, kind of do the kind of Falcon... in the Winter Soldier, the new Falcon minifigure, how it has this hairpiece and it has like armor around the head, and it uses his hairpiece to signify that his hair is poking out. I did that where I painted a little bit of the flesh tone, so you can see a little bit of his forehead to signify that the hair is just popping out the top, which I really like. And like I said, I use that hair just with a little bit of dark brown and brown highlights, just to kind of make it a different color than the original, not just make it all, because that would be too much black on this figure, because the armor is already all black. So yeah, I really like how, and I painted over the back face print, but you can't really even notice it. That's how good this. I really like this silver paint I've been using. Let me see. It's this. It's pretty good stuff. It matches Lego silver fairly well. So. Yeah, that is this figure. I like this guy. Alright. Now, on to some of the more obscure stuff. I'm wondering which one I should save to last. Okay, I know. I'll save this guy to last. Alright, this is kind of a double figure. A 2-in-1. A bonus round. But this is like a little mechanic with her little robot guy, and they can go like fight crime or something. But yeah, that's basically it. I wanted to make a little guy and a big guy. This is a 2-in-1 figure, so so you see she just kind of goes on her back, and she does have. I'll show off this kind of this figure because she's not as detailed, but you can see him if I put him side by side real quick. Hold up, let me I figured out a way to put them side by side so I'll show you both the figures because it's like a pair of figures. Here, yeah, I can use a minifigure base. See here? Yeah. So imagine this is like a mining robot, and this is just some like girl who I don't know, engineered him or the robot. Do robots have gender? I don't know. But basically, yeah. He has a little backpack on. He has a little thing. He's the Ghostbuster outfit. I just removed the Ghostbuster logo. I think this looks cool. He's a little scrappy pair. You know, they go out on little adventures and whatnot. I don't know. I like this robot. I use a CMF robot that came out recently with these arms. And yeah, and then the head, I believe, is from one of those old space sets. Not the old, like the early 2000s ones. And it was blue. I repainted it white, then yellow, and yeah, it's pretty. You know, you notice I don't paint. You could kind of tell where I did paint yellow, which is here and there, because yellow it kind of looks messy. Yellow is hard to paint with. I hate using yellow because you have to use like tons of white first to make, because yellow will show like everything underneath it, so you gotta paint like tons of white and make sure it's really clean, which I didn't really do so much for this. It doesn't look as clean as I liked it to, but yeah, also black on the back. But yeah, so those my two little explorer figures, I guess. Also add some studs to the bottom of the legs just to make them taller. Didn't do the whole like gluing it on and, you know, sanding it down method, because that would look fine if his feet were slightly bigger, because he's not a person, he's a robot. I was originally thinking about just making this robot in armor for this girl, but then you would kind of think like, oh, there's some like really tall girl in armor, but I wanted to make it seem like it was a really short girl with a sort of big armor. Sorry for the stutter there, my camera's being whacked lately. But yeah, let me get these guys sort of to the side so you guys can see the figures better. Okay, last but certainly not least, this one I am actually kind of the most proud of. I mean, I don't want to say most proud of, because some of the paint job is not the best, but I think this idea was really cool and I like the part usage. But here you go. I made a zebra Centaur because I wanted to. I had this Centaur piece from the Harry Potter set. So, and I'm like, you know, what would be a cool use of this? I'm like, what if I just make it a zebra? And I'm like, bro, sounds epic. So yeah, you can see the zebra Centaur. It's not like half person, half zebra. Well, no, it is. But like, it doesn't, you know how most Centaurs, this is obviously a horse, and the human part, like looks like a human. Where I kind of extended the zebra pattern onto the person to make it kind of look like all one thing. I did give him a beard, so he has a beard. He's like, I imagine he's like part of this tribe or something. He's like one of the elders, right? But yeah, I was thinking about giving him clothing, like little, like, I don't know, patterns, not like patterns, but little cloths and whatnot. But I thought I'd kind of take away from the zebra black and white aesthetic. And, you know, strategically for a zebra to look unique, that's a bad idea, because then the zebra is more likely to die. So, yeah, and I can see here, got the zebra pattern all around. And yeah, and I also gave him, like, yes, it does have a black and white spear. I wanted to give him a different colored, like, staff or something, but I'm like, you know what? I had this white spear. I'm like, I'll give him a black and white spear, because why not? See here, I did use a similar hairpiece to the other Centaur, and the beard, I think it's all from like Dumbledore or whatever. I don't watch Harry Potter. I don't know Harry Potter, but yeah, that is it. It's a simple figure, but I really like how it looks. I don't really like how the front of it looks so much, because see here, these stripes go down, but this one goes kind of flat. I wish I did bow that stripe down to kind of make it look more natural, unless, you know, because you can see these other stripes, they look pretty natural in the way they go, but the front ones don't. I would have changed that, or maybe I will change that in the future. But yeah, overall I am still really happy how this little figure came out. So yeah, if you like the video, leave a like. If you guys want me to make more kind of original figures, let me know. And y'all have a nice rest of the day. And go watch the 2011 film Rango. It is a very good film. And see you later. Ciao. Bye.